Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Raul.
And it's Mike.
And welcome to the Halloween episode.
Or the Dia de los Muertos episode. We'll look at we'll see what happens.
Yeah, depending on when you're watching this, we either hope you have or had a very great and fun and safe Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into today's episode, as always, make sure you follow us. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I guess apparently YouTube has this new feature. I was just hearing about it from one of the people that I watch. Mm-hmm. I guess it's called like a hype button or whatever. And yeah. I don't know.
It's when like audiences themselves like you press the hype button. You're like, oh no, this video deserves to get more of the spotlight, so it goes.
So I
into
guess
more.
I guess now
hype us up.
Yeah, I guess instead of leaving a like now, just hype us up.
Just hype us up, man, because this is quality right here.
Because I guess that's what's supposed. I guess it's supposed to help people.
Last minute.
That's fucking confusing, kind of, because I thought
you think the likes would like help with that.
I thought that was what the fuck the likes were for.
But the hypes are hyping up the more than the fucking likes themselves.
Do one of them.
One of them, you know, because this is important. You know, these last minute. I literally. Like a minute into recording in the camera, not yet to this, I was like, we have to do something for like the Halloween. We realized like, oh shit, we should probably like wear something.
This is also one of our rare late recordings.
Yes.
Because we're recording this on Thursday the 30th, and tomorrow's obviously Halloween. Mm-hmm. And we were originally trying to record it yesterday, but something came up to where we had to reschedule. So hopefully we'll be able to get this in time out by Halloween, but if not, like the latest will be Saturday probably.
Dia de los Muertos. We're still on the moon, you know.
So
I'm a dead zebra.
So make sure you subscribe right here on YouTube. You're stupid. Like the video and hype us up, and then also follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing.
And the links for all our freaking socials will be down in the description as always. So now, so we kind of hyped it up in the previous episode, I believe, but we are going to be getting into the Sleepaway Camp movies. Now, the only kind of thing is, though, we're going to be starting off with another movie because, so for those of you who don't know, there's technically 4 Sleepaway Camp movies.
Yeah.
Except the fourth one is entitled like Sleepaway Camp 4.
It's Return to Sleepaway Camp. That's like the official 4th one.
Yeah. So so we did end up watching all original 3 ones, but when we tried to find the 4th one, it literally wasn't streaming anywhere. It wasn't even available to like be purchased.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of pivot, and so it's not technically a part of the trilogy that we'll talk about in a minute. But,
no,
but
it is iconic, and we haven't seen it in a very long time.
Yeah, but we decided that instead we would just watch the original Carrie
from 1976 from director Brian De Palma.
By the way, it still blows my fucking mind that that's the guy who directed Scarface.
And many other critically acclaimed thrillers that inspired a lot of fucking people. And Carrie was basically his breakout fucking movie that made him be like, oh shit, now you're a famous Hollywood director now. And, you know, adapted from the same Stephen King novel. Stephen King's debut novel, at fact. And, Stephen King, shit's get crazy.
Wait, is this the one where you said the book? Like how
the book, like I tried reading the book. I stopped for whatever reason. But, like, I tried reading the book. It's just, like, a page of pubic hair description. And then I tried reading Cujo also. I was like, oh, okay, maybe Carrie's not my thing. Let me try Cujo. Another book where it's just, like, pages of just pubic hair description. So the Hollywood saw that, we're like, we need to put that in a movie, and like Brian De Palma adapted it, in the 70s. Yeah, it's fucking. I'm not gonna, it's iconic. I actually really love the movie when rewatching. I already really liked it because it scarred the fuck out of me. Like I watched this.
The movie scared the shit out of
Yeah, I was like 4 or 5 years old when I first watched fucking Carrie. So like, even just them bullying her at the beginning scene, I'm just like, I hate, like, this is like gives me anxiety. Gives me fucking anxiety.
Wait, you were 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And you were watching this fucking movie?
Yeah.
You do remember what the fucking opening scene is, right?
Yeah.
That's why it just kind of blew my mind because I just connected. I was like, wait.
No, yeah, no. I watched this and The Shining are movies was watching way too fucking young for, and tons of other movies. But it scared the fuck out of me. But over time, I've just grown to appreciate just how it's scared me.
You know what scene I still vividly remember that I was definitely too young to watch?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember how old exactly I was, but I had to be about like either 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
By the way, he's donkey. I'm a zebra. I just in case y'all let me establish that context real quick. I donkey. Move on. Come on, do your donkey. Okay, actually, don't do your donkey.
I can't
don't do your best Eddie Murphy impression.
I can't believe
actually,
you fucking interrupted me for that stupid ass shit. But no, so the one scene that I remember vividly from when I was a kid is from the movie Freddy vs. Jason. It's the scene where, like, towards the end, where the girl, like, goes into the dream and she's, like, trying to save the drowning boy, which is, like, when he comes up, you find out it's Jason.
Yeah.
But, like, before she goes to, like, try to pick him up, she's, like, trying to get the counselor's attention, and there's, like, 2 counselors that are screwing, like, on the porch of this fucking cabin. And, like, as she gets closer, she realizes that there's, like, a little, like, edit in the movie where, like, it looks like they're fucking super fast for like a split second.
Yeah.
And then the guy who was fucking her turns into Freddy. And then I think the thing that I found so fucking funny is that, like, when he turns around to like confront the main chick, like the chick was just fucking just like goes completely limp.
Yeah.
She's like holding his up.
I also watched that movie very young as well, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit. I don't know if it's like she's just fucking.
And we were talking about Friday versus Jason, Freddy versus Jason earlier too.
Yeah, that was one of those movies. Like
it's in your mind recently.
Terrible movie.
It's fun
but
though.
it's fucking fun as shit.
You can tell 2 white guys wrote it. And
but on to Carrie. So the shit that Mike was seeing at 4 or 5 was literally this girl in the shower at school, and there's
just having her first
period, and a girl's just fucking throwing tampons.
I know, like everyone's just a dick. You know what's funny in Stephen King novels? They're just fucking, or Stephen King, movies too. Everyone's a fucking dick, just all the fucking time, just no reason. Like even like the 2 like bullies, like the main chick and John Travolta, they're just like stooges, but they're so fucking evil. Like, they're just, like, how they slap each other, too, is straight from the fucking Three Stooges.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's, like, that's fucking funny, because you're the one that pointed out that was, I guess that was John Travolta's, like, first actual appearance.
One of his first movies, yeah. Yeah, like, that's when he was starting to blow the fuck up. And I think he works for the role, but, like, the whole movie as a whole, rewatching it, I was just in awe of just, like, the vision presented, but also, like, like, it's a horror movie, a very dramatic horror movie that has a lot of fucked up shit in it, but it also plays as like a fucking whole ass high school movie. Yeah, like too.
The scene that took me the fuck out was the PE scene when they're outside and they're like doing, I think, like jumping jacks, or no, they're doing like sit-ups,
yeah.
Yeah, and like for some reason I started noticing like halfway through that scene that the fucking score, like, starts matching the pace that they're doing. That shit was fucking funny to me for some reason. Like, as they're slowing down, it, like, the fucking trumpet keeps getting slower.
I know. I think that's such a really good, like, detail of, and, like, funniness in it. And quirkiness, too. I don't remember all, like, the funny, quirky high school bits in this movie. I just remember all, like, the fucked up shit that happens. Like, I remember the mom very vividly, spoilers by the way, but I think it's such an iconic movie that, spoilers, what the fuck? You should just know. You don't have to even see Carrie to know all of Carrie, you got the crazy mom who's fucking nuts. Like, the mom actually did scare the shit out of me, like, when I was a kid, because of, like, just the way she was yelling and how obsessed, she's very religious too, and she's just, like, fucking burdening this fucking child.
That scene where she's just, like, straight up telling her, like how she eventually fucked her dad.
Yeah.
Like, that was so
near the end. Yeah. like she's just like scolding the fuck. He's like, the devil's in you. I brought it in here.
like the devil's in you because I fucked your dad. Like, imagine how fucked up that is. That would be to hear, like, as an already like confused teenage girl.
And not to mention, like, the movie establishes like, oh, this girl is just gonna get fucking picked the fuck on, you know, and like it's crazy how it's like a regular high school movie, and then sometimes there's like magic telekinesis.
Yeah,
I think that's really funny, but it still works because the high school antics are what develop the character, and when you see just Carrie just go through shit, it's fucked up to see.
Yeah, I will say the thing that I liked also, another thing that was like super, well, it was, I wouldn't call it subtle. It was just very quick. I liked all the shots where like they basically were like kind of starting to give you the idea that she had some sort of powers, because like you had the thing where like she was yelling and then the light bulb like cracked, and then there's the thing when the principal like in the office where she's like lifting the cigarette butt.
Yeah.
So there's a little shit like that where like
you see her develop and know about it. You know, you see her like, okay, I got to go to the library and fucking you know, Googling and shit. You had to go to the library, look about, like, through all that shit.
Fucking actually, I was like, imagine like having to actually buy like or have like different fucking books for like different subjects.
I know.
Now you can just look up whatever the fuck you want.
And it's just like it was like that. You know, what a throwback to non-technology.
Having backpacks back then must have fucking sucked.
No, having backpacks when we went to high school fucking sucked.
Because it would have been just books, like nothing else.
No, that was fucking my bag in like junior year, just not because motherfucking teachers would be like, all right, make sure you bring your books or else you lose points for not bringing your books, and that's like most of the classes. So my back is just, oh man, I fucking get PTSD when it comes to backpack shit. But like it just you know, that's part of the high school shit, and then eventually she starts to know and develop her telekinesis powers, which is really like, you know, and all of a sudden turns into like a super villain origin story and stuff where she's looking at her powers and stuff. And I think all of this is weaved through brilliantly through De Palma's vision and with the cinematographer, and especially the score. The score is gorgeous. When it's happy like in the high school scene shit, and then when it's sad, it's fucked up and sad.
I don't know why, but that one scene where they're going to go get the fucking pig, that shit, like when it's like them walking and it's like the camera's just zooming out.
Yeah,
like,
that shot was fucking incredible.
That reminded me of Scarface or something.
No, you could tell like there's a lot of like Scarface, you know, it's De Palma. It's gonna have a lot of De Palma-esque. You know, you see Blowout, you see Body Double, you see Untouchables, you know.
That would have been funny if they would have done a crossover and right after the blood like drops on her, instead of like just like fucking
You say Scarface gonna come into the fucking front. What?
You know what? I was gonna describe it, but I don't think I should because I remember it takes place in a high school, so that probably wouldn't have been appropriate. It literally just clicked right before I said it.
I'm glad I said something. I was gonna let you go. I was like, I want to see you cook, but I'm glad I interrupted the session. I'm glad I've interrupted your Martha Stewarting.
Yeah, but
No, but I think De Palma's vision, like you said, you have shots like that. There's shots that go around in circles multiple times, especially at the prom scene. But a scene I don't remember where it's like the shot is like going around in circles while they're going around the other way.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like the cameraman must have been fucking.
I know, he's fucking after that going to like hauling out some fucking bomb.
Because the thing too, it's like unless they got like somebody who was super short. He had to have been like crouching down and doing that because it's like a shot from like up top.
And it's and it's the 70s, so everything's on film. So you just have like three motherfuckers like going in circles. Well, like one dude's going like that, one dude's going like this, the cinematographer is going like that, and they're all going in the fucking circle. You know, which I think was really just that and a million other shots in this movie are fucking incredible.
Like a behind the scenes picture of that, like just a picture, because like in the movie you feel like, you know, that like they somewhat have room because it's obviously like a gym or whatever that they like made for the prom.
Yeah.
And like, but in real life, like behind the scenes, it's just like them with like three motherfuckers like standing closely around them.
No, this and that and the the split diameter shots I'm not even gonna go into because every shot in here is just so fucking gorgeous. And I've been rewatching a lot of movies recently that I haven't seen in a while.
Like that fucking French one?
Like, yeah, oh my god, no, that's a new one that ruined my fucking whole ass day.
You showed me like some fucking snippets of it. Like, what the fuck were you watching?
That movie, Trouble Every Day, I think is still a good movie, but if you want a movie that will fuck up your entire day, that's a good movie to watch. That shit totally. And I told you about the ending. It's man, that shit fucked up my whole ass day. But here, I was just enthralled. And, like, it still fucked up my day because, like, watching Carrie go through all this bullshit really is bullshit, by the way. Like, just like she got what she got over fucking nothing and shit, just not knowing what periods were because she's in a household that doesn't teach that, sadly, you know. And then I like the way they developed that. I thought the movie went by really quick too. Like, it's a very fast paced movie. Like it was like, okay, let's get to know Carrie, and then an hour flies by, and it's like, oh, we're at the prom already. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's like by the time you get to the prom, you're like, I mean, I don't, because here's the thing. Even though like we haven't seen it in a long time, like Mike said, it's an iconic movie. So like, I already remember, like everybody already knows like about like the prom scene and stuff.
I remember that scene vividly.
Yeah, so it's like by the time, it's funny because it's like by the time we get to the prom scene, you're kind of like, all right, you know what? I kind of understand why what happens is about to happen.
And not only that, like, first of all, the camera shot of just setting up, like, where the bucket is when that's about to happen. Crane shot, beauty. Now, that's a Scarface shot, too. Like, you see that shit all the time in fucking Scarface. Fucking beautiful, by the way. And then when the fucking teacher kicks the fucking, girlfriend out.
Oh, yeah.
And then, first of all, it's crazy because they use pig's blood. You could have just used regular ass fucking paint or some shit like that. Like, why do you have to? Not only that, we see like the Travolta murdering the pigs too. So it's just like, goddamn. But if anyone's gonna adapt those scenes, it's gonna be De Palma because he's an absolute freak as well. Like, yeah, we have Scarface, but you haven't seen Blowout or Body Double or any of his other ones, Dressed to Kill. Like, those are fucking crazy ass fucking movies as well. But, you know, here, iconic, and the way it uses the split screen to maneuver through multiple perspectives of what's happening, like, and everyone's just like getting locked in, and the fire hose just
fire starts spraying people. That shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, no, and then like people trying to escape, like, I thought it was more brutal, but it's still fucking brutal. She burns down a whole fucking thing, you know, and like her covered in the blood, iconic. Her walking out of the gym with the blood, like, all these shots I remember even like vividly, and I haven't seen this movie in at least 12 to 13 years.
Okay, so the one scene that I want to point out the difference is because, so for those of you who don't know, they did make
they remade this a couple times. They turned this into a musical too.
Oh, no fucking way. Who in the fuck sees Carrie and is like, yeah, you know what would make that better? What if she like sang while she killed everybody? Like, no, that's literally like that. Like, listen, even though I'm not the biggest fan of musicals, like, there's some shit where you see and you're like, why in the fuck would you want to turn that into a musical?
Would you want to watch Shrek the musical?
No.
You're
Shut up. Why do you keep making these stupid ass jokes? But
yeah, but they did. It's not bad.
No, but
it's not bad.
Which one's the one with Chloe Grace Moretz?
That's the 2013 one.
Okay, so then that one.
You know what I just found out? What? Speaking of remakes, the Mike Flanagan, the director of all those Netflix horror series and the director of Oculus, you know, he's actually in charge. They just wrapped of a TV series of Carrie for Amazon.
That's gonna be.
You know what I saw too?
What?
It's like season 1. I'm like, there's not a lot to go by. Like, you gonna save the prom scene for like season 2? Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm assuming now they're gonna go through like her whole fucking high school.
I know, they're gonna fucking make up shit out the ass. He's like, oh, this is the mom's childhood, and we're gonna spend 4 episodes out of the 8 we produce on this fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean, you confused the fuck out of me because I only knew about that one fucking. The
2013 one with the Chloe Grace and Julianne Moore, who was in Dear Evan Hansen.
So she was in 2 shitty movies.
Yeah.
No, because like people obviously like from what I've understood, they don't consider that a good movie.
No, it's not that good.
But the one difference that I wanted to point out is when she finally leaves like the prom after she burns it down, she's like walking down the street and she sees it was John Travolta, right? Who's like driving by in the car with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where she like they're gonna run her over. But,
iconic
like,
actors too.
It does like a quick cut where like the car like goes to the side and then it kind of like crashes.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is that in the fucking remake version, Chloe Grace Moretz, instead of doing that, she fucking stops the car like she's like fucking Superman or something.
Yeah. Like she fucking has the force.
Yeah. Like,
well, fucking Kylo Ren.
Yeah, like she fucking Carrie or the Hulk right
the
now.
Fucking, and then she crushes it too, right, and throws it. But in this movie, they're just like, nah, fuck that. The car just, she looks and the car explodes. By the way, the music that's used for the telekinesis shit, huge homage to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, and there's a lot of Hitchcocking element. We could go back and forth on in this movie as well, because De Palma is a very influenced by Hitchcock as well. So, like that's not surprising either. But it's not a thing that's like corny. It just works that's the noise that you think of when like something she conjures up happens. Like it's terrifying, it's quick, it's instinctual. It works so well for the story, even without knowing if it's a Psycho thing. I didn't know it was a Psycho thing until when I saw Psycho. I was like, oh shit, that's from fucking Carrie and shit, so there's a lot of little things in this movie all over. We haven't even talked on the fucking acting. Like Sissy Spacek as fucking Carrie is fucking incredible in this fucking movie, and the mom is fucking crazy. And the ending is just iconic too, when the fucking house crumbles down and shit.
And she like crucifies the mom with knives.
I know, like the mom, and you see all the candles too, and then she has that whole ass monologue where it's like, the way I let go and just fucked your dad, and then like and she's yelling like.
Yeah, like that shit was so fucking funny. Like,
and you watch the tragic relationship between the two, and it's like that's just an average like mother-daughter Latina fucking relationship.
Pretty much. Why the fuck she get pregnant?
I'm gonna blame you and not the man who was 10 years older than you, but I don't give a fuck. I'm blaming you, a child. We're spitting reality, folks. All right, my fucking eyes got covered with the mask, so all you see in the camera is we're bringing in the reality, folks.
You're stupid, dude. But
look at me.
Stupid. But no, yeah. So this is a really fucking cool like rewatch for me, because it's been like a long time since I think you've only it's only been a couple years for you.
13, not a couple.
Wait, really? That long?
It's yeah. I haven't seen it since middle school, early high school. I was
it's around the same time, because I haven't seen it in a long time either. But it was a really cool rewatch because it is like a really good movie. With like a really crazy ending.
It's an unconventional horror movie too. Most of it's a high school movie, except the little parts in the ending. And the novel itself is very unconventional from other horror stories as well.
That. Imagine in the movie instead of in the movie Cyberbully, instead of like her she just like fucking had telekinesis and started fucking killing.
That would just be fucking Carrie. And my gosh,
I wish she would. I wanted her to like hit one of the friends that like betrayed her with one of those fucking Raiden ass fucking finishers. She fucking just smacks her up in the air and then the fucking lightning.
Yeah, she could finally take the cap off.
That would honestly have made the movie way more better than it was.
Well, yeah, no, it's an ABC Family original. What do you expect?
We have to review.
We will.
Yeah,
we will. It's gonna be in the. I think it is in the circle, right? In the wheel.
Yeah, because that's one of
it should be.
That's one of the fucking. That's one of the movies that.
You see in the classroom and you make memories.
Yeah, I have vivid memories of watching that in English class in high school.
Yeah, and then but to end it off, I could go on for Carrie for ages. even after getting more familiar with the director's work, like Scarface, Body Double, Blowout, I still consider this my favorite. Not because it's very nostalgic for me and how effective the movie was, but like I just think on a technical level, every shot here is fucking amazing. I love all of the actors in this movie and the characters they played. I love the pacing and the editing. I think it's like near flawless too. It's so quick, but it's so good. And it's terrifying too. Like that prom scene, with the split cuts and like the ending. The ending is actually kind of crazy because it's different from the original novel. But even Stephen King was like, "You ended it better than the way I did," And like it's a very surreal, dreamy, like still like horrifying ending that really encapsulates the trauma inflicted onto the characters. So I honestly, I didn't even expect to like it as much as I did, but I love this fucking movie. I think it's a 10 out of 10 for me, 5 out of 5. For me, it's like a perfect horror movie, a perfect tragic coming of age movie, and a time capsule to what 70 cinema has been doing. It's just perfect 70 cinema, a perfect American 70 cinema.
Yeah, I went ahead and gave it a 4 out of 5. Just a really good movie. Definitely a classic for a reason. But moving on to
other classics,
the well-awaited trilogy of Sleepaway Camp.
Yes.
Now I remember.
I showed you this, right?
Yeah. The first you showed me the first one like a few years. Actually, no. It was
a couple years ago.
Yeah,
actually,
we literally watched. I think we ended up watching all of this.
Yes, we did. I think you also spent the whole day watching the whole movie, including Return to Sleepaway Camp, which was available on streaming at that time. And this is like we said in the other episode. This is a recent discovery for us because when I showed you, it was the first time I was seeing it. Because I heard a lot about this movie, and I was like,
you hadn't seen it when you showed it to me.
Yeah, no. So the reactions we had were like very, very genuine.
Yeah.
And at first watch, I think there's a lot of, there's a lot to take from.
So
honestly, it is.
This one, give a little bit of context because it's not like a movie that's as popular as like Carrie. So basically, it starts out. You see these kids that are playing in like some sort of lake. And then
with their dad and shit.
Yeah, and then what happens? The boat just flips over, right?
Yeah, the boat flips over, and then they get ran over by a boat, and then only one of the kids survive.
Yeah, and then it flashes forward. You see a boy and a girl like at a house getting ready to go to camp.
And then they go to the camp.
Yeah, and then they go to the camp, and then basically shit starts to happen, and so that's kind of like the gist of it. But I think the thing that I noticed too is had the original Friday the 13th already come out prior to this?
Yeah,
because I was gonna say because I definitely saw like a lot of Friday the 13th influence in the first one.
Oh, easily. This is back when that slasher genre of just dumb teenagers just like resurfaced and bloomed in the fucking 80s. Like that's like slasher genre fucking like central in there. And I think there's a lot in this movie that, by the way, I think the director did all the things I like on accident because Return to Sleepaway Camp is a kind of dog shit. But I think, first of all, I think the look is perfect. It's not the best looking movie, but the colors pop, and it feels so vintage and low budget, and it has a charm to it. Not to mention, I think the terrible acting actually adds a lot to the movie too, because it feels like just authentic kids, because you see kids and teenagers, they're fucking awkward as shit.
Yeah, those high ass fucking shorts.
Yeah, oh yeah, but yeah, the shorts worn in this movie, and I will go all into like the unconventions in this movie.
Like that's what I was gonna say. Like just for that time, right? For that time, like obviously, like a big insult at that time, like if you called somebody gay.
Yeah.
But I was like,
and they're doing that in the movie.
No, yeah, but I'm saying also like Because
all the shorts are really.
That's why I wanted to point out the shorts. Like, imagine being called gay by somebody wearing those shorts.
Just like the shortest shorts to ever short are in these fucking movies. They literally
look like fucking Daisy Dukes.
And not to mention, usually in every movie in that fucking era had like sex and titties just whipped out like within the first 5 minutes and stuff.
Yeah.
There's actually not that much, no titties at all.
Yeah, no
here.
Titties in the first one.
Yeah, no titties, but a lot of man ass in this fucking movie, which I think is fucking hilarious. But also, I think adds the driving home to what the movie then progresses to be, because but I want us to talk about something that we got right away was the dialogue in this movie.
Oh yeah,
because a lot of this dialogue, especially when they first run to the camp and when they see that PDF like dude right there making his commentary and shit.
Oh yeah,
that's one of the when I was like no. One of the funniest things ever. And then you see what I like about the kills in this movie. It's like you usually see the aftermath. Yeah. You don't see like you see like the killing, but like through a different perspective where you don't see it. You see it through a shadow or through a certain angle where you can't see everything.
So that's one of the things that I saw that was heavily inspired by like Friday the 13th is the way that they do the kills. They do them from like a POV kind of point of view where like you don't see who's actually doing it.
Yeah, and it's like I think it also takes because they do a lot of POV type shots, which I think can be taken from Halloween too, because Halloween starts off with a POV shot of the kid just murdering. Yeah. So it's just like I think it does take a lot of elements from it, but I think uses them to its full effect. Like for example, there's a whole baseball game happening in this fucking movie, and it's kind of like you're just watching just kids, be at camp and shooting shit, and it's kind of like similar to Carrie, where it's kind of like establishing itself really well, like through these moments and stuff before like the action fucking keeps happening and stuff. And I think first, and also like Carrie, all these characters are just a bunch of fucking dicks, especially towards the character Angela, who was like the quiet, shy girl.
She's one of the girls from the beginning.
Yeah, and then and she's with her cousin who's like off and stuff, but like tries to protect her, but everyone just keeps making fun of her because she's shy.
Yeah, like they literally get mad at her just because she doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, he's like, why are you so fucked up, Angela?
Yeah, like maybe she probably just doesn't fucking like you. Like, why do you want her to talk to you?
Like similar to Carrie, I understand the things that happened in this movie, and it kind of establishes like everybody as like just like a mean group. Even the people that are like quote unquote nice to her, like the blonde boy, he's like, yeah, he's nice to her, but he kind of low key just only wants to smash.
Yeah, like
you really do see that he's like, hey, I'm nice to you, want to make out? It's just like, all right, bro, get the fuck back, man. Like chillax. Like everyone's like very hostile even when they're nice. The only genuine one to her is the fucking cousin, who is trying to protect her all the time, but like he's just everywhere. He can't, not.
Did you say your favorite death was the cook?
The cook, you got the cook, the boatman. I actually think my favorite death is probably the bees, or what happens to that one girl who's trying to sleep with the teacher and stuff. That one very gnarly kill where where the killer gets the iron for the hair and puts it in the what sits, and you see it like off through only shadows in that as well. And there's a shot in that scene where like you see the killer. It's kind of blatant that they're saying, oh yeah, it's Angela. It's saying Angela's the fuck. You kind of figure out Angela's the killer pretty fucking quick, So but this shot is just like her just staring into the camera from when like the light from outside is just like barely lighting her, which I think there's some actually not only gnarly like horror kills and imagery, but like actual scary imagery. Like I don't, you look back at the slashers, there's gory fun and all that stuff, and maybe some of the stuff is like a little spooky, a little frightening, but there's actual images in this movie that I think are incredibly effective, that I think will stick. That's why it's so iconic. It sticks in the fucking brain. And there's a couple, it goes on its cheesy, schlocky, like kind of raw and bad, like regular, spooky slasher movie, but you have a couple flashback scenes that kind of detail like the childhood Angela had, and you watch them and you're like, what the fuck did I just see? Like, it's those moments that really caught my eye when I first watched it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like, shooketh, what the fuck did I just see? And that's even before we talk about the fucking climax. But, yeah, and what's your favorite kill?
Oh, wait. It was the first one, right? Was it the first one where, like, it's that one girl that's, like... Wait, I'm trying to remember what was the first one or the second one. The girl that was like sneaking off and they're like making out in the bathroom. And there's that funny ass scene where she's like trying to get her pants off, so she's like wiggling her feet.
That's the second one.
Okay.
That is not in the first one.
I know, that's why I wanted to make sure.
They don't have sex in this movie. It's the whole point we made. Donkey.
No, probably the bees one then.
The bees one is good. Yeah. I do like and then. Since I've been talking a lot about near the ending, I might as well just talk about the ending. You find out that Angela, when adopted from the aunt, was actually originally a boy. The aunt turned into a girl.
Fucking crazy.
It's like, whoa, what a twist.
The aunt was like, literally was just like, all right, you're gonna be a girl now.
He's like, all right, here's what you are now, and there you go. And then that's when that icon. First of all, she murdered this whole camp.
Yeah.
She fucking slaughtered this fucking camp. Like, one of my favorite shots is like when the dude comes back from dropping off the kids, and he looks at the other kids in the sleeping bags, and the sleeping bags are just full of fucking blood.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, ugh, like, oh my goodness, she just like literally killed these fucking kids. Like, which is fucking crazy, similar to Carrie, so, and I get it, because everyone's a fucking dickhead in this fucking movie, and then you get the iconic ending where you find out she chopped off the boy's head, which is very fucking good, and then she stands up, and then she's like she's screeching at the leftover fucking counselors, and it's just like, she's naked, and she has her fucking dick out, and like, and it's lit in a way where it looks like a sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah.
And I kind of really fuck with that scary ass imagery. And like this final shot, I saw a Letterboxd review, which I completely agree, is like the 70s version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where it's like Donald Sutherland is like into the camera and shit, where it's like, get that fucking shit away from my fucking face. That's what I fucking feel about the last image of this movie. And yeah, and that catches you way the fuck off guard.
That's like, for like, if you were to go see this, like, without knowing anything about it, like, when you finally find that out towards the end, it is really fucking crazy.
No, and not to mention, that's why I think all the good things that director did in the movie was like an accident on his part. But I do think it's smart, because he does lay breadcrumbs through the movie of it, not being the most shocking twist, but you still don't figure it out until the end, basically, unless you already seen the movie. But I think, because it's clearly like it's from the 80s, like it's 80s schlocky horror movie. It's clearly like very transphobic. We can't deny that. But also, I have seen lots of trans reviewers online and on Letterboxd, and for some people who think it's very transphobic, which it is, like, I think the basis of it is, like, the intention is. But over time, because, like, a lot of, even just within the LGBTQ, was like, this movie kind of, like, speaks to them, because everyone's a fucking dick. Like, no one's leaving her alone, so she's, it's like a super hostile environment towards them that leads them to, like a breaking point, which is a very interesting a modern viewing of the movie. And I think, and there's lots of things in the script that that I think are accident, but like that doesn't mean it's not like truthful to other people.
So that was we start off with a really like pretty like cool and unique twist on like those like
slasher movie, very unique twist.
Yeah, and then you followed up with probably the biggest piece of shit I've ever fucking seen.
By the way, I would actually give the first one a 4, like an actual 8 out of 10.
If I remember correctly, I think I gave it, and I literally just posted this on my story too the other day.
I think you gave it a 3.5. The first one.
No, I think I gave the first one a 3. I think I gave the third one a 3.5.
What about the first one?
No, that's what I just said. I think I gave the first one a 3. But then I think
a 3.
Yeah, but I think I gave the one in. I think I gave the third one a 3.5.
Oh man, I thought, but no, I really, I think it's hilarious. I think it's modern day lens. I think it went so transphobic. It came back pro trans which I think, accident or not, I think But by the way, and you can still be mad at the fucking movie because it is still fucking transphobic and stuff. But I think it actually has one of the few scary movies that actually has scary images that leave a lasting impression in my head. And I think the amateur look, I think, charms me. I think the light, the colors, I think, do pop really well. And I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, I think this dialogue in this fucking movie is fucking hilarious. But we go to the second one, and it's a fucking actual sloggy, fucking boring piece of shit that betrays everything.
First off,
that the first movie established.
The one thing I fucking hate is that
she's back.
For whatever reason, they decided to make the decision to make Angela a fucking camp counselor.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that's the last thing you should do here.
I'm like, so then how? Because then it automatically and makes you raise so many questions as to what the fuck happened at the end of the fucking first one. Like, did everybody just all of a sudden forget about who she is? No. But then you find out that they didn't because they start talking about her at the other fucking camp. So you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? So does everybody just have, like, face blindness and nobody knows what the fuck she looks like?
No, come on. She had a transition and, like, she had medication and the therapist thought she was good to go in the thing. Very stupid, by the way. She would have not get locked the fuck up and looked over all the time, especially, like, back then. Not how they treated gay people back then. Nah, she would be on the fucking everybody would be on the fucking lookout everywhere. Like, they wouldn't have let her move. So this movie already doesn't make no fucking sense.
Immediately, I already hate the fucking premise of it. Mm-hmm. And it's just, yeah, like...
It's not funny.
It's not... Now, here's the one thing that I will say. So, we made a point to mention in the first one that there are no titties. And then somehow in the second one, I guess they probably remembered that they can show titties because you see them in, like, the first, like, 15 minutes of the movie.
Show the tatas. Let me see them areolas now, and then the 5 minutes in, just like fucking, and I think the first one made a point was like you're not gonna see any sex at all. In fact, sex is like the last thing that sex actually kills people in Sleepaway Camp as well. But here it's just like they're fucking already. There's so much titties in this movie. It's like watching a fucking one of Rob's anime shows. It's like
see, you be talking mad shit whenever I bring up the homies, but then whenever you do it, you're just like...
I'm not talking shit! This is what we walked into this fucking house and just see tatas on the fucking big-ass screen. Funny. And that shit is an actually well-written show. So, but this movie is just like, it's just going for more generic slasher shit that no one fucking gives a fuck about. Like, all the characters are kind of ass.
Also,
none of the characters are funny.
Probably one of the worst kill scenes, I think.
The kills are bad here. The kills are really bad.
I can't tell you, like, even now, like, rethinking about it, I can't fucking help
it's very lazy.
Much I fucking hated that one scene where she kills a girl by fucking stuffing her in the fucking outhouse.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like,
yeah,
that was...
And it's the way that's shot in, like, pace. It's really just cheesy and corny and not charming at all. It's like,
and
really?
And then they do probably my least favorite scene out of this whole movie is when they do that fucking weird... They flash back to that scene of her singing the song.
Oh,
and
yeah.
For some reason, the fucking whole scene has, like, this bluish tint to, I guess, make it seem like
it's like a scene we've seen before, in the movie. And for some reason,
like, her voice is, like, pitched up. Like,
that's definitely like some like lazy. We need to add time to this movie because we got to shoot more and stuff, and nobody wanted to come back, so we're just gonna shoot the fucking movie, And it's like it's very complete opposite. The look of it, yeah, sure, it has a higher budget, but it kind of still it loses that low budget slasher charm to me. And I think it's just not fun to look at. Like it's not because how hard work is there. Not only that, they reference a lot of horror movies. Even in the Sleepaway Camp 2, they reference Freddy and Jason.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. One of my favorite going back to the titties. One of my favorite fucking scenes of the whole movie is where they're at a pool, and one of the girls is like wearing like a white T-shirt that's obviously see through because she's going in the fucking water. And so you see these two little fucking shithead little kids.
Yeah, two little
and so they see them, and so one of them's like,
two
"Hey,
little snow roaches."
Snow, you're stupid. Snow will come back around in the third one, but no. But so they're like these little fucking kids, and when they're like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, look over there." He's like, "Party hats at 3:00." And I was like,
those are like the only good parts of the movie. Is those like, two dickhead kids.
So I was like, I don't think I've ever like that. But like that, it also because I feel like it kind of made me think about like some old terminology that used to be used for titties.
Yeah.
Because like I couldn't imagine like nowadays like calling a girl's titties party hats.
Yeah, and also I think what it reminds me of the first one, like all those kids were like in like the first one they were pulling pranks on each other. They were like
the guy who kisses his ass.
Yeah, like face plants into his fucking ass, and then it gets the switchblades, start trying to murder him and stuff. Those kids remind me of like the antics that went on in that first Sleepaway camp.
Yeah.
But the second movie is a fucking slog, a bore, a lazy sequel that kind of just like, even if you're a Sleepaway Camp fan, like it kind of just sucks. And just as an average slasher, it's just boring. It's really boring to watch.
Yeah, it really should. That movie should have never happened.
I give it a 1 star out of 5. That shit is really
bad. I give it
bad.
the same because this movie should not exist.
It's got some funny. See, like the sex scene where like she's trying to take off her pants and she's fucking squiggling and wiggling her fucking legs and stuff for like a long time.
Fucking funny,
for like a really long time.
That's like the best part about this movie because just the way that it looked like
it was really fucking funny.
It looks like she was trying so hard not to fucking slip.
Yeah, no, and it's just like, yeah. I think this movie is just like a very, very shitty sequel. Very shit. Sure, you might enjoy it even out of context, Sleepaway, but I think it's just very boring slasher. Like, I don't think it does anything original, or it's definitely nothing like the first one.
Honestly, now like looking at it, this is probably like one of the most roller coaster-esque trilogies I've ever seen, because you go from the high of like the first one to the fucking low of the second one, and then you go back up again with the third one.
I know, and like that third one, that third one, man, Sleepaway Camp, Teenage Wasteland, that shit.
Listen,
that shit kind of hits.
Mike had kind of been alluding to it, saying that like the dialogue and shit from the movies, but if we're ever to talk about dialogue when it comes to Sleepaway Camp movies, I will always point people to the third one.
And it's crazy because it's from the same people who made the second one. And
that's the thing too. Like, how the fuck do you go from making that to then making this?
I know, and like, you know what they just did? They just added some crazy racism to the script, and boom, so it just made it like, way better.
Basically, the whole premise of the third one is she basically, Angela comes back, she kills one of the girls that was supposed to be attending the camp.
And so you do see titties you see titties right away in this one too.
And by the way, they had like fucking milkshake written on
I know, you get a real close up on the titties, and it's just milkshake, and then she immediately dies. Imagine getting Cassidy who's like, "Hey, you're gonna be in this one scene. We do need you to show your tits, but you're only gonna be in the movie 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, cool."
But she kills the girl, and then okay, you know what? To be fair, at least in this fucking movie, she's at the very least wearing a disguise.
Yes. And not only that, the first time she comes in, she's driving a whole fucking dump truck and shit. That's actually kind of crazy. It starts off like a fucking action movie, like it's fucking one battle after another and shit.
I will say, the one fucking thing that I thought was kind of, the one thing that I will feel, I still think is kind of corny, that I wish they wouldn't have put in, is when she's like pulling up to like get into the van to like go to the camp, and like they drive off, and then on the wall it's just like painted in red.
It's like real life Comic Sans. It's like the first font you fucking go to on fucking Word Doc.
Yeah, and it's like not like that was kind of corny.
Some of the metal music too in the second and third one is really bad. It's a really bad metal music. But you know what's not bad? We get introduced to all the characters, the poor and the rich and the campers.
That's what I was gonna say. So basically, the basic premise of this one is they reopened a new camp that's like kind of a ways away from where the first two took place.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, they're like starting this program where they're putting underprivileged kids with like wealthy off-to-do kids.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of can intermingle and shit. So that's basically the thing. So you have one group that's like all these like fucking preppy ass kids, and then you have the other group who's like basically a bunch of misfits.
Mm-hmm. AKA our homies.
And so you have a scene where when you get like you have a news station like there to cover the grand opening of the new camp, and when they go over to introduce you to the cast of characters that we'll meet. It's probably some of the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, though, especially because like you could tell it's white people just having a good old time with racial tension. Because one of the first things one of the preppy kids says, he's like, "Hey, I think that dude's cute," and then the white girl who we're gonna come back to, this white girl, is like fucking. He's like, he's Mexican.
Yeah, that's probably one of the funniest fucking. No, the way she said it, because you made it sound like she was disgusted. Yeah. Like, the way she said it, she said it, like, as if it was exotic to her. Like,
he's Mexican. She kind of did say it in, like, like a disappointment. Like, she had, like, how dare you even think about trying to date that?
Like, she's like, oh, like, what the fuck? Like, they could do more than just, you know what, never mind. But,
he's like, he mows my lawn. Can you tell why? And now it just keeps stacking up. The racism in here keeps stacking up.
But when you meet the group of delinquent kids, probably one of my favorite fucking introductions to a character, they fucking scoot over to this white boy with fucking
this punk white boy
with like curly blonde hair.
I know like, 15 of them.
And she's like, and the fucking news lady is like, oh, like. So who are you? So what's your name? And he's like, my name is fucking Snowboy.
Snowboy gotta be the funniest fucking thing. Like, you know who's also my favorite? One of my favorite characters who I wish had more screen time? The old man camper. Like the old, when you see it, like he's like, hey, watch where you're going. Shit fucking have you fucking dying, bro. Every execution of that man, every delivery he has fucking had me fucking dying on the fucking floor. That man, I wish they killed him off so quick in the movie. I wish he had more time.
Like fucking Snowboy, like he was a part of fucking Power or some shit. Okay, so then we get to what I personally consider to be, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says, this is arguably one of my all-time fucking favorite scenes when it comes to a horror movie. You have a scene where they're like all sitting in the mess hall because they're like doing their introductions and shit. And there's a scene where a cop that's gonna be like at the camp comes in, and the fucking black dude starts like making pig noises.
Yeah.
And so randomly the Mexican kid from like the
he's from East LA too. Yeah. They say it in the movie.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know.
Repping the hood, repping the barrio.
But then she's like, so the fucking Mexican kid's like, hey, like, what he said like something like,
you got a problem?
Yeah, you got a problem. And I'm not gonna repeat it, but he says the black character's response is probably one of the funniest, most racist fucking...
Just like out of nowhere racist like that. And the script is like, to a lot of people this might not be their cup of tea, because this script is really, they really give all like the horrible
that's how I judge
mean
you
lines.
For fun. If you don't like this movie, you're not fucking fun.
Yeah, but like the more minority people are, the worse they are actually, because like you gotta
wait,
for this movie, because like the black dude does nothing but cause trouble in this movie.
Because that sounds like a crazy ass.
No, because and it's like you're watching, it's like, oh, this is really bad. This is like so digressive. Movie. This is so digressive, but also this shit's really, when he calls him a fuck. Then they start fighting. That shit is fucking.
You're gonna have to censor that.
I don't give a fuck. We're
I mean, hey, fuck you. You're the one doing the editing, so you're gonna have to edit all of that. You're just gonna have to edit all of that. But no, yeah, so that's literally one of my favorite fucking scenes of any fucking horror movie that I've ever seen, just because it's so out of nowhere, and then they just start fighting, and then it's followed up by another one of my favorite scenes where like the cop comes over, right, and he's gonna like take down the black guy character, and but the thing though is that like you expect him like he's gonna like come in aggressive or something, right?
Yeah.
He like kind of like
in
and like fucking hugs him.
It was like a slow motion modern dance piece.
Yeah,
like that was the most ineffective way to try to stop
like that was
a
like
fight.
the most affectionate stop to a fight I've ever fucking seen.
No, yeah, sure. There's a lot of things here that are like, yeah, morally technically wrong, but that's like 80s movies in general. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of things in there that for us kind of make things funny. This movie is really funny, and not only that, it does step up when it comes to the kills. And like the kills are solid.
Speaking of like racist dialogue, you know what's another one that I just thought it was like. Well, it wasn't technically race, and I mean it could be taken as race, but I think it will be taken just like as stereotypical. It's the scene where they're like gathered. Like by the way, we're jumping around in this.
Yes,
but it's the scene where I think they're like standing by their like campsite and they're like cooking something, and they're playing like an icebreaker game between the groups, and it's the white girl, right? The one that made the Mexican comment earlier.
Yeah.
And it's the Mexican guy is also in her group. And he like, by the way, so just kind of to give you a little bit of context so you'll understand, when he pulls up, he's like wearing like a red bandana around his neck, and so then the fucking the old counselor lady is like, oh, like, so what's everybody's favorite color? And the fucking white girl is like, oh, blood red. And the fucking Mexican kid's like, oh, hey, me too. So it's like kind of alluding to the fact that he's like gang affiliated. That
is crazy. I didn't even think about that either. And then not to mention that white girl drops a couple hard R's in this movie that come out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, and then like the first one was literally over just his music being too loud.
The second was just because.
Yeah.
She just drops out of nowhere. She's racist to everybody, so I'm pretty sure she made like an Asian comment to one of the Asian people too. Listen, man, like this dialogue is like kind of abhorred, but like it's fucking like gold to us. Like it's so random and punchy and hilarious.
I think the reason why I like it so much is because it's just, to me, it's the peak, like, stereotypical dialogue from that era.
Yeah.
Like, that, it doesn't get more fucking 80s than that.
Like, people got paid to write this fucking screenplay.
Was this the 80s or the 90s?
It's early 90s. Okay. It was early 90s. But, like, I think it's late 80s. I'm pretty sure it's early 90s. But, no, it's like, yeah, if you... And there's a lot of reviews are like, hey, this shit is, like, crazy. But, like, the dialogue is... At least the dialogue's funny here. Not to mention, I do think what they do with Angela is actually kind of like good. Like, I think the development, like, she actually has like character in here. Like, even when she's with the fucking jock guy and like she's watching him trying to fish, but she grabs it and teaches him how to fish. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Character toward this character? I didn't see that at all the last fucking movie, you know. And it's like, I don't know, it just felt more genuine. It felt like they actually like gave a shit here, but also not at all at the same time when it comes to the fucking racism.
I think one of my favorite kills, mainly because I think out of all of them, this is like the stupidest one.
Yeah.
It's, so I mentioned in the beginning, there's like two older people. It's like an older couple that I guess they're the ones that opened this camp, and they're the ones that are like doing this. And they're the ones that are doing this, like, event. You find out that the fucking, the fucking old white dude is, like, sleeping with one of the little rich white girls. And they have a scene where and also, I don't know why, but to me, it just came off, like, super awkward. They have, like, a scene where they're, like, making out and, like, her top's off and she's naked.
And, like, he's trying to, like, suck on a titty.
Yeah, but it looked like so fucking awkward.
Yeah, I can't imagine filming that scene, too. Where it's like, okay, you old man, suck on this young girl's titties. Now, we're gonna do 15 takes of this shit.
Yeah, Action. and then so Angela comes in and she, like, has the stick. She basically just fucking beats him to death with it, and then does she end up shoving it into his mouth?
No. I think she, I forgot what she did that to somebody, but I forgot who, and I don't know if it's this movie or the other one. But I think there's a couple good
I think my
kills
favorite,
here actually.
like, we'll just say our favorite. I think my favorite has to be when she buries an old lady in the sand and then she runs her fucking head over with the lawnmower.
Yeah, but I want to mention too one when she rips the arms off of the dude with his car and shit.
Oh yeah,
I think that one's good, and I think when she fucking gets the racist white girl, like, and she lifts her up
she
and then slams her down, and Angela actually does get hurt and actually like gets some shit too in this movie too. And the first one, she's like, oh, kind of like low key invincible and all that, and like not the second one, like you kind of don't give a shit. But here, she actually fails sometimes. She actually gets hurt sometimes, and and she's trying to just keep this disguise of like trying to keep the murder going during the camp. There's a lot of things in this third one. Yeah, there's a lot of things that like a lot of people are not gonna like, sure, but for a 80s schlocky slasher movie, I think there's a lot of like more effort put into this, whether it be like the abrasive crazy dialogue that comes from like putting from this story to like the kills themselves. I think it's a very solid like third movie. Like it's kind of it like works in its own way. I can't all the first and this one work in their completely different ways, but in such their own ways.
Yeah, so this one was fucking great. It sucks that we couldn't end up watching the fourth one.
There's some couple parts in the fourth one I do. The ending's so shit.
Like
I don't know why the pussy from Sopranos is in that fucking movie too. That shit is actually sad to watch.
Like the only really thing that sticks out to me from the fourth one that I actually kind of remember is the Dookie joint.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the Dookie joint is really fucking
I'll never
funny.
Forget that. That's probably one of the funniest things I've seen.
That shit is really funny
in this franchise as well. But no, yeah. So I mean, at least the third one ends it off with a high note. So I think this one actually gave a 3.5 too.
Yeah, I same. I'll give it a 3.5. I think just it's a fun slasher, good time. Get some weed, get some beers. Get your fucking homies. Just have like a real good schlocky time with this movie. The first one is like actually has some scary shit in it, despite it being very schlocky. So it's like I do think, the second one's really bad. I forget. I think it's gotten worse. Like rewatching it, I hate it more. But the first and the third one are very charming in their own ways, and that make it one of my more go-to Halloween movies now. Like I could see myself rewatching the first and the third one. I'll skip the second one, here and there as well. But no, and this is something. Again, this is a recent discovery for us as well. So I think it's fun to just finally talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to watch these movies. It was super fucking fun.
Yeah,
but
I keep looking at the camera. I can't believe you're talking to me like this. You haven't even commented on a fucking zebra. Like
I can't fucking see it. But no, to wrap it up, so these are really fun movies to watch, especially for the Halloween episode.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to think of some like other cool things we can do for like, the next Halloween episode.
Mm-hmm.
But
we planned this like a year ago, like November. Honestly, we were like, we need to do this. Like, and I'm glad we did. This was fun. This was a fun time.
So we will see. So that'll wrap it up for that part.
Yeah.
But before we get into our recommendations, the one little thing that I do want to talk about is that, the World Series is currently going on right now, and it's the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays.
Los Dodgers.
And it is on tomorrow. Will be Game 6, and the Dodgers actually lost Game 5, which means that if they lose tomorrow in Toronto, that means that the Blue Jays will have officially won the World Series. And as somebody who, even though I don't really keep up with it like that, I do have a deep love in my heart for baseball because of my dad, and specifically the Dodgers.
Same.
So all I want to say is that I really fucking hope that the Dodgers do not lose to the Blue Jays in Toronto of all places tomorrow, because that would be a shame.
Drake's gonna do a corny post on the story and shit.
Probably gonna drop his fucking album if they win.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fucking ass on a stick.
So go Dodgers. Hopefully we can get it done tomorrow.
Yeah.
But with that being said, like we said, I hope you guys either had or have a very fun and safe Halloween.
We gotta do recommendations.
Yeah, and so before we get out of here, we'll get into the recommendations. So do you want to go first?
I got one. I'm gonna recommend a Bjork album because she is on the new Rosalia single Berghain with two more. And it's like first of all, that song is already fucking banger and a half. I really love that song, so I can't wait to hear that album. But I'm gonna recommend my favorite Bjork album because Bjork is one of my favorite artists of all time. And I'm going to recommend my favorite album from her, Vespertine, from 2001. This is literally top 10, top 15 of all time for me. I love everything about this album. I love all the songs. I love the experimentation. I love how long they are. I love everything about it. I love Bjork. I just fucking love Bjork. So Vespertine, Bjork. But listen to all her fucking albums because she has no bad albums. She has no fucking bad albums. She's made 14 of them. So yeah, fucking Bjork all day. Fucking music Twitter for always trying to bring Bjork down because they have no fucking taste at all.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
They have no fucking taste. No fucking taste.
I want to say it was Family Guy. It was one of those shows, but isn't it like the joke that her music's bad?
No. I think the joke is she's just extravagant because she's very famous for fighting with paparazzi. Like she's fucking like manhandled fucking paparazzi and shit before. No, but her music's fucking good, and if you don't think so, then you're a fucking piece of shit. So yeah,
but no, so
Vespertine.
My recommendation is actually gonna be.
And Family Guy also hates the ending of Sopranos, but it's the perfect ending. So fuck Family Guy. Fuck Family Guy.
So my recommendation is gonna be I'm actually instead of like recommending an album or a song. I'm gonna recommend a whole ass artist because this is an artist that I recently came across.
Ass. You have to keep going.
Well, then shut up.
No.
Stupid ass fucking zebra. But no, so.
Well, if I started talking like Marty from Madagascar, I probably should have.
No. If I don't do an Eddie Murphy, you can't do a fucking. No, but so, anyways. My recommendation is going to be, I believe he is an artist based out of San Francisco, California. And he's an R&B / kind of hip-hop artist. Kind of like, if you think along the lines of like Bryson Tiller. Mm-hmm. Like, so he's that type of artist. His name is Carrie, Karri. And I recently, I don't know how it's named. I think it was just, I was listening to a song and then I had it on shuffle on my YouTube music. So I think I just randomly got recommended one of his songs one day, and I absolutely loved it. And as I continued to listen to more of his singles, I quickly realized that I'm actually just a big fan of his songs. So I'm gonna recommend again. That's the artist Carrie, and some of my favorite singles from him are Slauson Avenue, 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in Oakland, and Impromptu. I just think that those tracks are really fucking dope. They're like just really nice, vibey tracks. So again, my recommendation is the artist Carrie, and that's gonna be it for this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Have a great Halloween or Dia de los Muertos, depending, or just November, depending on when this comes out and stuff. Be safe. Be careful with fentanyl. All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Well, that was like, what kind of fucking smiling friends ass way to end the episode of that? Like you just randomly bring.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and say no to Fent. All right.
Yeah. Well,
just because Zendaya did it in that one dumb show doesn't mean you do it. It's fake.
Well, you should never bring up Euphoria. Shut up. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace. I'm a zebra.